What?
Do the opening to the video.
Oh, okay. We're going to show you how we're going to get all of our cable, telephone, and internet services into the house and where they need to be inside the house.
David's going to be pre-wiring for the TV outlets and internet outlets and a phone line. So he's doing that and going to get ready to pull wire. So what is that hole for, hon?
That's to get the cable TV coax from that box down there up into the attic and over to where the service will be coming in.
Okay, David's got the coax cable, 300 feet, and Polly's outside looking in going, I want to play with the cable. Let's see if she'll come in. Probably not.
Well, you stay away from the door, she will.
The object of her desire. David is pondering how he's going to get the cable from the TV box all the way across here and up into there, and then eventually it'll go outside. So I think there's some more tools to be bought before he can get that done. Stay tuned.
Well, we're at a point now to where we need to make provisions to get the different services into our home, like cable television, satellite internet, and telephone. And we didn't want wires going up the walls, and we didn't want anything hanging overhead and coming through a soffit. So here's what we did. We put drilled a hole through the wall. That goes through the stone and all the way through the wall on the inside. We installed an 1.5 LB, and what will happen is that the services will come up into the bottom of that LB, and then you take that cover off in order to pull your wires, and then you push it to the inside, and then we've got some conduit on the inside of the house to take it from there. So let's go inside the house and I'll show you what we've done there. Okay, now we're on the inside of the house, and what you see is the back side of that conduit that went through the wall, the exterior wall, and we put a long sweep, an 1.5 long sweep on it, and then from there we just use 1.5 electrical conduit that goes up inside the wall, and when it gets to the top plate, there we drill a hole and just pushed it into the attic. And then once we get it into the attic, well, then we can do whatever we want to with it as far as getting it to other locations in the house. And I'll show you where that takes place. Okay, now we've got our services into the attic, and then it's a matter of getting them to the locations where we want them on the inside of the house. Now these two boxes right here happen to be where the telephone and satellite internet will be going. So the question is, how do we get them out of the attic and to these locations? Because you got to be able to fish those cables from the attic space to these outlets, and I'll show you how we did that. Okay, like we stated earlier, the cable services and internet and telephone services are up in the attic. And so what we've done is we've used some actually 1-inch conduit to bring those services out of the attic through the top plate just by using a hose saw, drill a hole, bring them down the wall, and they'll eventually get covered up with insulation and shiplap to the back side of those same 2 boxes we saw on the other side of the wall. Put them in like that. Now, in order to make it work a little bit better, okay, sorry about that. We had to change batteries in the camera. But what we were fixing to say is this is the back side of those same 2 boxes, and you'll see the conduit coming down out of the attic. It's just poked through that hole in the top plate, and it's just loose fitting in there. And they'll run their conductors through these pieces of conduit. And then right here at the box itself, what we did, you'll notice that we cut out the top of the box and just let the conduit go down in it, and it just bears inside the box. So it's just kind of a loose fit. It just goes in there like that. But in order to be able to get the wires out the other side, we cut a notch in it. And it goes like this to where the wires will go down and then go out the front. So that's how we intend to get all of our different cable services to the receptacles where they need to be. Later. Hope you found this information helpful if you ever need to do the same in your own home. Hey, give us a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Later.
What are you doing today?
Installing recessed cans.
All right.